you ready?
What it is.
Oh, Silky now. You know what time it is. This is the one, the only, wisely mistaken. I am your boy, Blacksmith Raj, and I'm here, of course, with my good friend.
JT Hernandez, yes, sir.
And this is the podcast where we talk about your broke ass being a struggling artist. But I guess we kind of changed the scope of that, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, we're still going to incorporate some of that shit because it's important for you guys not to be a broke ass in the first place, you know?
Broke ass ain't got no bank.
Ain't got no bank, you know? You guys are focusing on growing the wrong account, bro.
Focusing on the wrong things, big dog.
How many times are we going to be saying it, bro? You focusing on getting your followers up, you know?
Instead of getting your dollars up.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel that.
Instead of getting your coins up, like.
And that's what we're here. We're talk about some, news, business news, what's going on in the business world, the entertainment world, entertainment business news, and we just gonna keep it light. It's just the two of us today. Steven's out of town. Josh is
busy
doing his thing, Airbnb arbitrage and whatnot. Hit him up. He runs the B&B department, and yeah, it's a very good program. All right, enough plugging their shit. Fuck them niggas. So I guess we want to talk about the biggest story in Hollywood right now is the AI from George Carlin. Rest in peace, the comedian that passed. AI just dropped a brand new stand-up hour for him.
Fire. If you haven't checked it out, fire.
That shit low-key hard, bro.
It's like better than most of the stand-up we've seen lately on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, he's got everybody beat.
Nobodies.
He's got everybody beat from the grave.
Yep. From the grave, and a bunch of nobodies that get Netflix deals. Because let's be honest, there's a bunch of people who are on Netflix who don't deserve Netflix deals, but they have Netflix specials.
Yeah, that's true. They're giving they're giving specials to people, and then you can't find them afterwards.
Yeah, and
they'll go up for 3 days. I guess they bomb and then they come down.
Well, because nobody's watching them, so they like archive those shits. Like they're not popping up in their top 10 favorite list. Like,
yeah,
you know.
Would you take one of those? If Netflix came to you right now and said, "Hey JT, we got you a stand-up special. You got an hour for us. We'll put you up."
I'll take it because it's a cash grab, bro. Like they're getting the bag.
Well, how
for
much
sure.
money do you think they're gonna offer you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The money has to make sense. Like if it doesn't have an M in front of it, I'm not taking it.
Okay, well it's not
because it's just gonna ruin my reputation, bro. You know, it's gonna be like, bro, like you know,
you drop the ass hour. That's what you gonna.
Yeah, and then not nobody's gonna fuck with you. Just like a bunch of people that are on Netflix who have their special.
I don't know if that's true though. Because like a lot of people, that gets you into a lot of the clubs. So like you can be like you seen them on Netflix, and when they say you seen them on something, you've never nobody's ever seen them.
You think like an extra or something.
Yeah, but like you seen them on Netflix. Like I didn't see this guy on Netflix. I know I didn't. But they plug that, and that'll get you more club spots.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so definitely it's gonna open some doors for you.
Yes.
You know.
So you're taking it if there's a meal attached to it.
Yeah, like they're like, hey, we'll give you $2 million, for 2 specials.
$2 million. For 2
like
specials.
$1 million a special,
Okay. All right, Chappelle. I see you, big dog.
Obviously, if they come to me right now and they say, hey, we'll give you 20 bands for Netflix special.
That's more likely.
I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that?
I'm not.
You're not taking 20 bands?
Hell no.
I'm putting together the worst 60 minutes I can think of and taking, that's a good point. I don't know if
bro.
I do that.
I'm not going to do it for 20 rags.
Then you call it
rags.
a special and then you're known as a bad comic.
Or, you're going to be known as a bad comic. It's going to ruin your
world.
reputation. And that's important, bro, because at the end of the day, we still got to look at ourselves as a brand. You know, we're a business, bro.
That's
so,
true.
That's only gonna hurt our business. So don't take the cash grab just because you need the money.
Don't take the cash grab unless it's $1 million.
Yeah,
then take that fucking cash.
Yeah, I mean, even like $500,000, like that might be worth it. You know, now you're thinking about it. Like, I $500,000 for.
I'm not thinking about it. I'm taking it
for 30-minute special. Fuck it, like you can invest that shit somewhere else and then keep doing comedy until you're confident enough, until you have the money to produce your own dope shit, and then you can go the Andrew Schultz routes, or you can do the Patreon route and make more money through your stand-up.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So this George Carlin episode, this George Carlin special.
Yes, I'm glad I'm dead.
It was called "I'm Glad I'm Dead," and the crazy with spoiler alert, we're gonna talk about what's in it. So if you don't want to fucking hear that, pause and go watch that shit. But like.
No, watch this and no.
Yeah, there's a spoiler. You can't. Whatever.
Spoiler.
So like, he touches on the fact that he's glad he's dead, but he also touches on the fact that stand-up comedy itself is dead.
Right.
He said like right now, AI is capable of making the same jokes that a George Carlin can make, like the same level of jokes. Like they weren't the same. They weren't reproduced jokes,
Right.
but it sounded like George Carlin was reading them.
Right.
Like it sounded like he wrote them, but it sounded like an impersonator was doing it. The voice was a little off. It was missing some of that rasp that
Right.
he had.
But the jokes were pretty
But
good.
the jokes were pretty spot on, like Carlin, like, and his family suing because of that.
Because it's like that's something he would say, like they're said in that tonality,
Yeah,
you know, in that cadence.
the cadence is really
And
spot on.
it's crazy. So one of the biggest takeaways I got from this was how, like, AI, like low-key, this shit is scary because like AI is an AI predicting something that we don't know. Like when he talked about that part was like, oh, like the rich people are building their walls high enough to keep the poor down, so when shit hits the fan, they protect themselves and their families.
Well, yeah, AI, of course AI knows some shit that we don't know because
Right?
AI could see their accounts.
And then part of the jokes that was being made there is like, you got to protect yourself because shit's about to hit the fan. And it's like, does AI know that everything that's
I've
like,
been saying this
everything
for a
that's been
while.
calculated, AI
Yeah.
calculated enough to be like, all right, by November of this year,
Shit's
according
hitting
to
the
how
fan.
we're going, shit's going to hit the fan.
Yeah.
You know? Like there's subliminal messages that you can take from this shit that it's talking about. So
Okay.
you know?
Okay, so shit hits the fan. Where do you want to be located?
In the hills.
In the hills. That's
that is
so
my goal.
in Hollywood, in the hills.
In Hollywood, in the hills.
That's where you want to be located. If shit hits the fan. I don't think that's a smart plan. I don't think that's where you want to be.
I just want to be somewhere elevated.
'Cause you don't want to be somewhere elevated because if I can look like this and see that your ass is up there with fucking fire and food, I'm coming.
Lights.
I can see you.
But that's why you build a fort around it.
But you're
Big
putting,
enough to keep the broke motherfuckers out of
but
it.
you're putting yourself on stage.
Yeah, but they can't reach you, just like the billionaires.
You know, broke motherfuckers are resilient. They are resilient. There've been homeless motherfuckers been homeless out here forever, and they ain't dead yet.
Yeah, true.
So they gonna find a way.
But also, nobody gives a fuck about homeless.
Okay, well,
And Carlin made a good point. That was another good joke on there
What'd he
that
say?
was like, oh, the homeless, like, because at the end of the day, they're like, you're voting for two parties, but
Yeah.
you're voting for the same evil, which
it's
is
the same
money.
billionaire. Yeah,
And since the homeless don't contribute no money, neither Democrats or Republicans give a fuck about them.
that's fair. That's spot on.
That's true.
That's
right?
wild
Like,
that AI
that AI
figured that
said
out.
some shit like that.
AI
bro.
figured that
Like,
shit out.
that
That
is
is crazy.
crazy.
That's definitely crazy. But let's get back to the fact that you want to move. Like you wouldn't want to leave. Like you wouldn't think.
Yeah,
like,
I get it. Yeah, like I could go somewhere where it's more isolated, maybe like a bunker in Hawaii or something. You know,
or Kansas. You
or
know?
Kansas, like a flyover state.
Hawaii actually makes the most sense because it's surrounded by water. How you gonna get there? And then they'll be able to detect if you're coming over the water. They'll see you coming. Versus if you Kansas, you're just in the middle of the country. I could walk to Kansas. I get there eventually. I can't walk to Hawaii.
I would love to see that, by the way.
If the world's over, like, did you not see the Book of Eli where this motherfucker walked from coast to coast? You ain't see that shit?
How long did it take them?
I don't fucking know. It's movie time, 30 minutes.
2 seconds. It was
2 seconds. He
cut
was over
to.
there.
That's it.
And apparently the nigga was blind the whole time. So if blind people can walk to Kansas, you know damn well I can.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Like I was thinking about that the other day because like the more and more California gets regulated,
Mm-hmm.
like you saw the shit where they're trying to pass a law that you got to pay 10 cents per mile if you're commuting.
What?
You haven't seen this?
No.
So
This is ridiculous, bro. No, this is newsflash to me,
So
bro.
10 to 30 cents per mile per vehicle on the freeway, and it doesn't matter which lane you use. This isn't just a HOV lane thing. This is all fucking 5 of them. If there's 5 lanes on the highway, you're paying-
Whitson Street
Yeah, If you, I don't know if it's the actual streets, but if you get on that highway,
on
you're
the
paying
highway.
10 to 30 cents per mile if this law passes.
Wow.
And I guess they're going to do some type of tracking. There's another law too that they're talking about. What is it? If they're making new cars that incapable of going 10 miles over the speed limit.
Okay, see that makes sense. It sucks, but
No, it does not.
No, yeah, it does not. But it makes sense. Logically, it makes sense because it's like you guys care so much about our safety. Why haven't you guys made a car that's like limited speed? Now, obviously, as a speedster myself, like I don't agree with that.
What?
I have a 2-door sports car. Come on, Ron, stop playing with me, bro. I will gap you
Hey, I'm
on
not
the
knocking,
freeway, bro.
I'm not knocking the sports vehicle, man. We won't
You
even
know?
get into that.
But
I've just never heard you refer to yourself as a
I
speedster.
got a broke man Lamborghini. That's what I got.
You want to tell them what kind it is?
Yeah, it's a 2-door Honda Civic. You know? It's a broke man Lamborghini. That's what the fuck I be driving.
That shit
bro.
got butterfly doors, huh?
That shit got
Butterfly doors open this way.
suicide doors. I want to fucking shove my head in there, slam it every time I get out because it's like, God
You want
damn.
to commit suicide every time you walk to your car.
Why does this shit have an H and not a bull in the front? That's just so infuriating
Age for
every
hella
morning,
slow,
bro.
bro.
Yeah. Hella fast.
Hella fast. But what were we saying? Oh fuck, I lost my place. We were talking about the laws. So there's the 10 miles an hour
Yeah.
like you can't go 10 miles an hour. Like that's a horrible idea.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's
absolutely
complete
terrible.
control. Like,
Imagine like your wife's pregnant, you're trying to speed to the hospital and you can't.
and the freeway's empty.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
And you can't go. Now you got to deliver a baby while you're driving. That's fucking terrible.
That is so crazy. That is frustrating. That's got to be the most frustrating part.
Yeah.
Imagine being in the freeway.
And there's nobody in the way.
And
It's
there's
just
nobody
open.
in the way.
It's COVID-19
And
freeway.
you're just like,
and you can't go anywhere. You're going 45 miles an hour. That sounds awful.
That sounds horrible, bro.
So how many more of these bullshit laws do they have to pass before you're like, you know what, maybe Florida is the place for me?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like going to like a flyover state to like protect yourself.
I don't think Florida would be a good spot to be either because of the hurricanes.
Yeah, and there's a lot of weather. Anywhere else in the country, the weather plays an issue. You know that, right? That you go to Nebraska, there's tornadoes, bro. That'll wipe you out.
that just fucked up my whole game plan.
You go to Hawaii, there's fucking sharks on the way there. So
how the fuck are you getting to Hawaii?
Like you gotta get in a boat, and I don't like getting on boats, bro. And that's at least like a week's journey on the boat to Hawaii.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not doing that.
And the ocean is 2 miles deep.
And in the ocean,
that's 2 miles deep.
There's aliens down there.
You know how you ran 2 miles and it took you 20 minutes?
Yeah.
You know that? Yeah, that's down the ocean. Down. Like you're falling for 20 minutes. Like imagine.
Just down. That is crazy.
That shit is insane. There's no way.
So I would want to position myself somewhere where it's like a high rise, where I can keep eyes on every fucker that tries to come close to me, and then just shoot them down. Bam, bam.
I was just about to say, you don't even have enough bullets to shoot everybody.
If I'm living in a mansion in the hills,
you're
Rod,
shooting 56 people max.
If I'm living
and out, you're out of luck.
Bro, if I'm living in the fucking hills,
okay,
I'm gonna have ammo. You best believe that. I'm gonna have ammo, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna have weapons of mass destruction.
Oh, you got nukes?
No, but something like, little AKs and stuff, something that automatically just shoot people down.
But that's like a good 2 weeks, and then what?
No, you don't. Okay, look.
I guess you make an example out of somebody.
You want to know my rundown of what I would do? Because I was
Okay.
thinking about this earlier when I was watching this. I was like,
Okay, what would you do?
I'm gonna get a house big enough where I can gate it up in the hills, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can harvest food.
Okay.
Right? I want it to be big enough so that it can protect me, my brother, and his family. Sorry, Raj. If there's space for you, you're more than welcome to come, bro.
I don't think I was
You
invited.
know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like this is racially charged. It's cool. It's cool.
No. And then I want to have a truck, kind of like the one I had, the pickup truck, but I'm going to get like a bigger, badder one.
Okay.
That's like fucking, bulletproof.
Okay.
And it's made out of steel, and it looks rugged, and it looks dope, because it's just me. It looks dope.
All right.
And that's going to fit 6 people, which is actually me, my brother, and his family. That's why, what I'm saying, like.
That's why I can't come.
That's why
I couldn't get my own
sorry,
truck.
bro.
I couldn't get my own truck. We couldn't combine resources. That's cool. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's literally what we've been doing this whole fucking time. But whatever. What the fuck ever, bro. Okay.
Bro, this is the year we gonna separate from sharing resources.
Oh, you bet. Now that I know your emergency plan doesn't include me.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? And the shit's gonna hit the fan this year, bro. So I gotta enjoy that. You know what I'm saying?
Even better. Even better.
But, and I'm gonna stock up on ammo and guns and make sure to build and protect my family, right?
Okay.
Along with the other millionaires, right? Like, I'm gonna live next to the Oprah Winfrey's and other pedophiles.
You said millionaire and immediately named a billionaire.
Name was billionaire. That's why I realized. I was like, okay, I think I might have jumped
Jump the bracket.
bracket, the tax bracket. But somewhere where it's like, all right, it's not easy to access, and if they do, like, there's extra security measure.
Okay. So,
right?
Okay.
I mean, at this point, I might as well have fucking higher price security to just guard my shit.
How much money do you think you're gonna have in this?
Oh, millions of dollars, bro.
Millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
So, and you're gonna have security for what? 3 weeks? What's
For as long as it takes.
for as long as it takes? What are you gonna? How are you gonna make money when the economy shuts
But you know
down?
what? But you can't even trust security at that point.
Exactly.
So no security. So okay, it doesn't matter if I have all the money in the world. I can't do
you
that.
can't eat money.
Because that's not. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
It's not a resource in those times.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's a resource in that time
Bullets,
is lead,
bullets, fucking food.
and copper. and food. That's why you
And
would
gas, I
have
guess.
gas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean that's kind of like the plan, you know, being able to like farm some shit, you know.
Mm-hmm. What are
Uh,
you growing?
I'm growing tomatoes,
Mm.
potatoes.
Interesting. No, you went tomatoes first. Interesting choice. You make a lot of salads. Is that what you're gonna do?
Nah, the only reason why I went to tomatoes because George Carlin had a joke about that. It's like some people call it tomato, some people call it organic,
Oh yeah.
GMO, non-GMO, whatever.
Yeah, organic, not GMO, and then get that long list of shit. Tomato. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of like that would be my plan, bro. Like to be honest, like
Okay.
you know, obviously, like I'm gonna fuck with you, bro. Like if you need somebody,
Nah,
like,
bro. Fuck you, dog. Like
like-
you already told me that you don't fuck with me.
Sorry, right?
Sorry, Rod. You could have easily fucking, got a bigger truck,
Yeah, that's true.
You could have got one of them fucking
Got a 7-seater, you know?
something, but you didn't give a damn. Like you didn't even consider it.
Nah, I'm just
And how
fucking
many
with you.
like what pickup truck sits 6 people?
My truck fits 6 people.
I guess it does in the middle, but like there's more than 6 people in your brother's family.
No, there's 5 and me 6.
Your brother, his wife, he does have 3 kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so you're just assuming that you're never gonna have a girl.
Well, this is this year, bro. Like shit's gonna hit the fan this year.
So you're not gonna try to get some pussy. Like
Fuck
this is
no.
This is
The
forever.
pussy's gonna be getting got, bro.
Where? This is forever. Like this is.
Okay, right. Okay.
You just locked yourself in a house.
I see what you're doing.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm just questioning your game plan. I don't think you really thought this through, to be honest with you.
Right.
I think you're making this up as you
The
go.
world is falling apart, and
Okay.
you think I'm gonna be thinking about fucking when the world's falling apart? When your head is on the swivel 24/7.
Yeah, because you need to reproduce. Like at this point, it's on you to repopulate the planet. Like you're the new Adam and Eve,
Yeah,
and you didn't get an Eve.
And you will do that once you kind of people are done killing each other, and there's few survival, and that's when you mate. That's when you find somebody after like a year or two of fuck shit. You rescue some fine bitch, and now she's yours. You go rescue another couple of them, and now you have
Oh,
selection.
now you got concubines.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's what That's what the world's coming to,
Okay.
right? Is that
No,
is that not reasonable?
That's not reasonable at
during
all.
that time crisis.
Do
To
you-
be like, all right, everybody kind of killed each other. I'm gonna go find some of the baddest bitches that survive, that are resourceful, obviously, because they survived. And now I'm gonna procreate with you.
Okay, I think, in all honesty, I think if shit hits the fan, you got 3 weeks of life max with this current plan.
False.
I think you're out of food in the first 3. First of all, you said you're growing tomatoes.
False.
You said
Rod,
you said
you would live
you
longer
said
than
you-
that. You know,
you
you
said
can
you're
go
growing
without
tomatoes.
eating for like a month. Like no water, no food. You can go for like a month.
Well, first of all, you can go no water for like 3 days. All right, you should probably look that up. You didn't say anything about water, as a matter of fact. So you've died of thirst within the first 3 days, and then I'm gonna go move into your mansion with my water.
With the Kenyan water.
I'm gonna have Kangen water.
Moving with the machine. Joke's on you, buddy, because
Joke's
there's
on
no
you.
electricity. So
That's like, damn. That's hey, no, because I said gas and there's generators. Boom.
so generators operate off gas.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
Yeah,
You have no survival instincts
for
whatsoever.
sure.
You're dead. You
No, I knew
need me.
that. I mean,
You
obviously,
need me, and you cut me out of the plan early.
obviously, I was gonna have a bunch of generators later.
Obviously, you didn't
Gas
mention them
generators.
once.
Because you didn't ask about it.
That's why you didn't mention.
Duh. The fuck? I'll tell you all my secrets, bro. Come on.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. So this George Carlin shit, man. So George Carlin says in there that the stand-up comedy's dead,
Right.
and then he lists a bunch of comedians that are going to come back from the grave. And basically, he's the first, but he said he's definitely not the last. He said Robin Williams, Bernie Mac,
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor, who else just died recently? I don't know. But all of these comics that are dope, like Sam Kinison,
Sam Kinison.
is going to come back and have basically 24-hour live stream podcasts of reactions of what's happening in real time as AI, as their personalities.
Yeah.
Patrice O'Neal. Like, could you
and
imagine?
to think about the amount of specials that AI is going to be able to produce? Like,
Yeah.
it can produce a
And-
1 hour special.
and we
every
got a
day.
tour to get the shit together. It's done.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. Can you imagine? Like, we're just getting started. Can you imagine competing with Patrice O'Neal? And he's dropping a new hour every 24 hours?
Yeah. 366 hours.
Don't nobody want to hear what we got to say. Like, by the time, like, you know how long it takes us to respond to shit that happens in the news today? Like, if some wild shit happened today, we
Yeah.
got to set the cameras up. We got to sit down and think about what we're going to say. We got to edit it. it's going to at least take us 24 hours to get something out.
Right.
Especially if you try to do some long form content.
Right.
And AI can do it right on the spot.
Yeah. You
Damn.
can't compete, bro.
What do we do? What's your game plan for when shit hits the fan in comedy? I'd love to hear this.
So obviously, as you know,
You're gonna get some generators.
50 of them.
Okay.
Be specific, you know.
Okay.
No. Well, obviously, like it's what we're doing now, which is not depending on comedy or this art to keep us alive or give us wealth.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're doing it out of fun to a point where it's like, yeah, we can make money. Let's make money as much as we can before AI just kind of wipes us out.
Okay.
Right. So the goal would be to get good to the point where AI can bang out the hour for you and take advantage of AI.
And AI can put it in your voice.
And you're already dope because you already have a following. So people,
they want to hear what you got to say.
yeah. So now it's really just stepping on the gas.
Okay. So let's say you do that, and you get there in time, and then you use AI to put it in your voice, and then AI just starts saying some wild shit that you would never say.
Well, then you would tell people that's something I wouldn't say.
But it sounds like you, and it looks like you,
and
it's on your Instagram page.
But at this point, you know that this is AI generated.
Do you? Because you can't.
I would know that.
You would know that.
People wouldn't know that.
It's like a case of like a clone. So like if you have a clone, like you see those movies where there's
like,
a clone,
I'm the real one.
And the clone's like, no,
I'm
I'm real, and you're like, nah, and you know you're the real one, but the clone doesn't. The clone thinks he's real too.
Yeah, he's like, that's what somebody who's
That's
clone would say.
exactly what a clone would say. You fucking liar, and then what?
Yeah.
Now you're canceled. There was a point in this in the AI generated thing where like he really started defending the LGBT trans community. And personally, I don't think Carlin would have done that. I don't know Carlin. I never knew Carlin well, but I've never known him to, stand. Well, I don't know. I've never known him to mention much about gay rights. He's mentioned gay things before, like gay rights before.
Yeah.
But I guess he wasn't overly defensive of them because he wasn't overly offensive to people. He was more so against the establishment.
The establishment, right.
So maybe he would have said, I don't know. And it's like
but
this
they say,
gray
but
area.
the LGBT now is part of the establishment. There's no way you cannot talk about the LGBT and not the establishment or
because
the government.
The LGBT
the
is
government,
backed by
the government just like shoving that shit down everybody's throat. Pause. But
so then there's no way that George Carlin wouldn't have called that out.
Yeah, he would have.
So that's how you can kind of see like it's a little off. But like, imagine Dave Chappelle's AI.
Right.
You think Dave Chappelle's AI, he's gonna go in there and start defending the trans community?
Nah.
You don't.
I
Dave
mean,
Chappelle
it could,
but AI might.
AI might, but then that's also AI's job to recognize that that's not something that Dave Chappelle would go in that direction.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I feel like the people that are suing, like the Carlin, the people that did the AI for Carlin, like the family.
The family suing, yeah.
They're probably suing on behalf, obviously they're suing on behalf of George Carlin, but they don't know if that's something that he would have said or not said. Like, things have changed since he's died, since he's died.
I don't think they're suing.
So we can't really say that's something he wouldn't say and sue him because like, oh, he said something that's like.
Well, people's opinions change.
Yeah, because people's opinions
They
change. So you can't
tell you what you would have said.
Honestly,
Which brings me back to if you were an AI and you were doing the AI thing and it says some wild shit, like how do we know you wouldn't? The AI was just bold enough to say what you was really thinking.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Or not even that, but just like people's opinions change through the years, like these people that are suing the AI thing, I don't think they have a grounds because it's a weak.
Well, I think they're suing not because of what he's saying. I think they're suing because it's his likeness, and I think they're suing because they should own the rights to his likeness. I'm not sure. I don't really know, but I think that's why they're suing because they were like enough is enough. Like you got to draw a line somewhere with this AI. You can't be dropping hour-long specials from our dead relatives claiming that. Like I mean, it didn't claim it was him. It said it was AI, but it was like it was. You're not getting the views if you're not doing George Carlin. If it was an open mic or AI.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have had the same effect.
And that's what I'm saying. You got to step up your game so that AI can gather enough information of your style, of your voice, to make jokes in your voice,
similar to what you would make.
Yes,
but okay, so
with your like thought process.
Okay, so but what about like if I could tell AI, all right, write this joke in the style of Dave Chappelle, like in the way that Chappelle writes his jokes, but in the voice of Kevin Hart, like the actual voice of Kevin Hart. So you're hearing a Dave Chappelle thought out premise, like the way Dave Chappelle delivers stuff, with a Kevin Hart's voice. Couldn't it do that?
Probably could. They can probably even do like, hey, write this fucked up joke, or let's use Dave Chappelle. Like, oh, write this joke against talking shit about straight people in Dave Chappelle style.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna use a Dave Chappelle style voice and tonality to talk shit about straight men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't it be
because you can
interesting?
ask it to do a specific thing.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be interesting to hear like Kevin Hart's like deeper thoughts? Because like a lot of Kevin Hart's comedy is very observational about his family, right? So wouldn't it be dope to like hear like how he feels about the state of affairs in the world? Because Kevin Hart purposefully stays away from that shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I don't think AI will be able to pick up, because now what you're asking is like mind reading.
Yeah.
And I don't think AI is.
But it has your search history. Like how much of your mind is literally on your phone right now? Like if I picked up your phone and just went straight to your browser and hit the you'd be like, yo, give my shit back. Like,
yeah, I did that yesterday.
Yeah, because she's
like, don't you dare search
don't
this
you
shit.
dare search on that motherfucker.
Oh, I swear to God, Rod.
Because literally your thoughts are in there.
Yeah.
Like, because there's sometimes like when I think some shit like
how to get away with murder.
Yeah, exactly. Like how can I kill my neighbor?
How can I kill my roommate?
How can I murder this son of a bitch and get away with it
and not get caught?
Yeah, like so you think of that, like, but like real questions, like just random shit that you just think, and you'll ask Google first. Like it used to be like you had some crazy thoughts, you'd either write that shit down in a diary or something, but you couldn't do that because I can get found. Yeah. You can't do that.
No, but
shit,
you have to go to like an encyclopedia to kind of do more research on,
or ask a friend,
or,
like, hey, you know how to murder somebody, and like.
You know how to get rid of that body smell?
Yeah, exactly. You had to ask somebody or go to the library and pick up a book, and it was a little more secret what you were looking up. Now, like, they've caught people that use public libraries. Like, this one dude, oh, yo, bro, he got away with this murder, son. Like, he murked his girl, and, like, they knew it was him, but they couldn't find a body, so they couldn't prove it. And, like, he was so interested in the investigation. This is what got him caught. He didn't have a computer. So he took his dumb ass down to the public library, and he looks up on the library like he's looking up facts about the case. Which, I mean, okay, if you're
anybody can look up facts.
Yeah,
if you're interested
you're interested in finding out if they know something about your girl, and you genuinely want to find out. Okay, you could Google that. But he looked up Google Maps, and he zoomed in on this real remote location and like found this tree and like zoomed in on it. That's all he did. And then he left the library, and they saw where he zoomed in on, and they just went to the tree, and lo and behold, the bitch was buried at the bottom of the tree.
Damn.
R.I.P. I didn't mean the bitch, but she was buried at the tree.
Yeah.
So, like, they caught him because your thoughts are on Google, so they can find out what and they know everything you search in private history. They know.
Yeah.
They know exactly what your fetishes are. They know exactly what you want for Christmas. They know
They know all your weaknesses.
All your weaknesses. And when you're having a conversation in the room right now, like if I just start telling you, man, I really want a blue F-150 Ford pickup truck. I really, really, really want a blue F-150 Ford pickup truck 2024.
Send me that screenshot later
when it pops up, and when we see it, I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just gonna mention that throughout. I really want a Ford 2024 pickup truck blue. I'm gonna see that. Yeah. How does that always happen? It's not like confirmation bias. Like I'm just seeing it like, oh shit, it just so happens to be. It's happened so many times that it can't just be a confirmation bias. So we were talking about, like, this definitely got cut out. We were talking about if there was a second.
Yeah, where would you move to?
Civil war in America, where would I move? And I was saying I'm not entirely sure. Would you want to be in California?
I mean,
this is the only place
default, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes because it's the only place I know.
See, I'm gonna say no for one reason. Well, the main reason is because this is a desert.
Who?
California.
How?
You mean how? It doesn't rain.
It doesn't make it a desert. And it does rain.
Oh, what does it?
It doesn't rain year round like any other basic state, but
it doesn't rain a lot here.
It doesn't rain, but it rains.
Okay, well, here's the thing. California's water comes from up north. The reason California is so long is because most of the water is coming from the north side of the state, like up there by Sacramento. They're shipping it down here. All right. There's not a lot of food being grown out, like not a lot of wilderness in between us and, let's say, I don't know, fucking Colorado. There's just nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot of desert.
So if shit hits the fan, it's a bad place to be agriculturally.
Right.
Because where the fuck you think you're going to go to Mexico? It's a desert down there too. Like, you're just surrounded by dry land. Like a lot of this grass and shit is because of the sprinklers.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, but I don't necessarily agree with you. Like, I obviously, like, if you drive up and down the 5 freeway in California, you will see that there's a lot of fields, a lot of like fruit fields, and a lot of like vegetables, like onions, and your basic
Okay.
needs up in the state. So like you can farm and you can grow.
Yeah, but you see, you're missing the thing about the water. Like the water is coming from up north.
Right.
If everything hits the fan and somebody cuts that water supply off, it's not coming from the sky. Nothing's growing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You
Yeah,
see what I'm
yeah.
saying? So like now it's bad to be anywhere west of Texas is pretty much a no show, a no go. Because like when you look at the map, it's like green up into the middle of the country, and it's all fucking brown.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
somewhere over there in the green is where I would go.
Yeah.
So
Where
I'm
it's like
thinking,
raining. And
yeah,
it's like naturally gets water and
yeah, where the
okay,
trees and shit are at, and you can plant something. You can stumble upon some. Like y'all got orange trees out here. How many fucking oranges can you eat before you die?
I don't know, bro. That's a good question.
It's a good question. I don't think there's a lot of nutrition in the orange, like substance wise.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a good question. I don't know how many oranges you can.
So that's another fault with your plan of moving to the mountains. There ain't no food. You got canned food for how many years? Maybe 2.
Yeah, but how long is this gonna last?
You see, and this is the thing. If you ask me how long the end of the world is gonna last, I'm gonna say forever. You need to
You need a plan forever. That's what you're saying. Like, you're gonna
China.
plan for an infinity.
Yeah, like China had the 100 years of humiliation,
Right.
and they want to give that back to America. So like, if that shit happens, I'm gonna say 100 years. You should plan for 100 years. And the only way to plan for 100 years is to become like sustainable on the earth, like live off the earth.
Okay. Okay.
So
You're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking long term.
Yeah, no, but I'm confused now because I thought we were just talking about like maybe like a civil war. So it's like a civil war is not gonna last 100 years. Max 2-3 years, 5 years. Like
Yeah, but like after the Civil War, like what happens if
well, what happened last civil war?
would the Union
The
won?
U.S. still was on top, bro. Like that shit did not
Okay,
affect.
well, what if the U.S. loses?
That's a lot of what ifs.
Okay, now it's a lot of what ifs.
Yeah.
Okay, which side of the Civil War this time is the U.S.? Is it the Democrats or the Republicans?
Republican. They're the ones who love America, bro. Like Democrats don't give a fuck about
That was a
this,
stupid question.
about
Okay.
this country,
That
bro.
was-
Like they're not the patriotic ones.
I can
like,
sleep better knowing that the Republicans will probably win that.
Yeah.
Okay, but then that puts you in another spot. Would you want to be surrounded by a bunch of Democrats in the middle of a civil war?
Yeah, because they're the least threatening ones.
Okay.
I have the guns. They don't.
Okay.
See how all this shit is making sense now?
It's starting to add up. I'm starting to follow the logic here.
But like, if you're talking about like a global impact of like, I mean, at that point we're just doomed, bro. Like, there's nothing. Like, just try to survive as long as see who survives the longest, bro. See if you last 76 days, I'm gonna last 78. I don't know, 90, or vice versa. Like,
I'm getting a good 10 years in. If the world's over, I'm lasting for a good 10 years afterwards. 'Cause
Right.
I'm him.
10 years, bro.
I'm him.
That's fine.
You could live in the mountain for 2 weeks if you want to. I'm him. I'm getting adopted by a pack of wolves, and I'm the alpha wolf.
And you're the alpha.
I'm
wolf.
him.
You're the revenant.
No, he got fucked up by that bear.
No, he used the
Revenant?
bear to like survive. No, like didn't he like?
No, he
oh,
got
used
his
a horse.
He got his ass whooped by. You talking about Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah, wasn't he hiding like in a horse's corpse to keep himself warm?
Yeah,
Like,
but he got fucked up by that bear.
he died.
I don't think he died, but he got fucked up. I don't get fucked up. I'm him.
You him? Okay, yeah.
Him don't get fucked up.
You're him, Duncan.
Him
My
Duncan.
bad.
Him Neutron, bro. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Him and Neutron for sure. Timothy Bradley.
Timothy Bradley, man.
Like AI knows something that we don't know in regards to the future. Because if it's saying like, oh, they're like the billionaires are keeping you down, they want you to keep you distracted, and because they know shit's gonna hit the fan, and they just don't want you to realize how bad they're fucking up the world, and
Oh shit! Look at this. This just happened 5 hours ago. It's a new document, a new report. Following lawsuit a representative of the AI, George Carlin, admits that the special was human written. Creators still face name and likeness complaints. Lawyer says the lawsuit will continue. So they're saying
So
that
that
AI,
changes. If that's human written
that makes a difference.
on the lawsuit.
Well, no, I'm talking about in your opinion about AI. Does that make it less scary? It's like, oh, you fucking liars. How do you feel now that now that you know that it wasn't?
Yeah, so now we found out that this shit was
Yeah,
a host.
over halfway through the fucking podcast, we find out that it was a fucking hoax.
That's all right. Well, we get instant reaction, you
motherfuckers.
know, instant reaction, bro. Like,
Yeah,
well, how do you feel about
I
it?
feel cheated.
You feel cheated.
I feel lied to.
feel deceived.
I feel deceived. I just had a whole fucking line of thought about what AI is capable of, and this shit didn't even write it. AI is paying writers.
Okay, so we're still quite a bit of ways from AI catching up to us. But again, I mean, I would still like to keep the focus on the fact that we just got to get better at our writing and finding our voice, because there is going to be a time where AI is going to be able to do everything we just thought it did.
That it just maybe we've already found it, but maybe AI could listen to these podcasts and find our voice faster than we can find our voice.
Probably.
So then maybe you should. Actually, that's probably a good idea. If you could find AI and give it hours of your logic, like what you said with your fucking like living in the hills, that stupid shit that you were saying earlier.
Okay, first of all, what we're not doing is insulting one another based on your survival tactics.
But you said basically your lack of survival skills, where you're going to get a Ford F-150, a blue one in 2024, and you're gonna go live in the mountain for 6 days and get killed by the common people. Like, you could play all that sound into the AI, and it can hear what you said and give you your first hour.
Yeah,
and then you gotta listen to yourself as AI, and then go practice it so you can deliver it like your AI version.
Yeah.
Is there a version of AI that can do that?
I don't know.
We might not release this podcast, bro, because that might be how we make our first hours.
We might
have to keep that one closer to this. Is a good idea.
If
I do say so myself, this is low key brilliant.
It is a great idea.
I'm him.
It is a great idea. I mean, you probably have a more leg up on this whole technology shit and finding AI, because I'm like, AI is very new to me.
Okay.
So like, I don't really understand it. Even like ChatGPT, like,
you never used ChatGPT?
I've used it a few times, but it's like, I'm not asking it the right questions. Like, that's
what
just
have you asked?
whack.
What have you asked it?
Like, I've asked it, like, oh, like, give me skit ideas, and it just gives me some dumb bullshit, and it's like, all right.
So here's the thing.
Be more specific. All right, I have to be more specific. How can I be more specific? You know.
Well, not be more specific. So nail down the skits that you're asking it. So it's like, give me a list of skit ideas. It's going to give you random ideas, and then it gives you one that you like. Let's say like two friends come to a house and end up in a fight. Okay, like, I like this idea out of all 12, and tell it how many you want, because it can list as many as you ask. And it says, I like idea 12. Now, instead of two friends, can you make this two romantic partners, and can you add the fact that somebody's been cheated on into this scenario? And then it'll run you like this, do
scenarios.
10 different scenarios, and you be, oh, I like this one, but can you do this instead? And like, you got to drill it down.
Well, I guess, I mean, I'm just lacking practice and like kind of fucking with the AI.
Yeah.
Right. But like, if you can find something where you can plug in data, like you just dump files into it to kind of write something for you, then yeah, that's a brilliant idea. You know, like, that's going to eliminate costs, bro. Like,
with that, I mean, that would definitely eliminate the need for writers.
Yeah.
Like Cat Williams, like, apparently pays we used to pay writers when he went on tour. All of them do it. I'm not trying to call Cat Williams up, but Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, all of them pay writers, and they write for them. And like, now you don't need those writers.
Yeah, you don't.
You could just use AI, and those writers make good money.
But this is what's gonna happen. Like, Kevin Hart is not gonna do the shit himself. He's gonna pay somebody,
pay a writer to do it,
that uses AI to write shit for them.
So now instead of 4 writers, you just need 1 writer.
You just need one person.
That's actually what they were saying too, with like late night and stuff. Instead of having a team full of writers, you're just gonna have 1 writer.
Oh,
maybe 2.
Yeah, my bad, Roger. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just like, because I was seeing the other podcast that you walked in when I was watching. And this was like a good idea for you. I don't know how much you want to like pursue this or not.
OnlyFans?
No, not OnlyFans, but like this guy was talking about, the one I was showing Chris Don, saying one of his friends, he builds websites for companies.
Okay.
and he's like, he only works about 10 hours a week, and he makes $500,000 a year.
I'm in.
He has 4 clients.
I'm in.
And so like, and the way he pitched it, and he's like, I'm gonna give away his secret was like, hey, look, if you want to have a website, like it's like a plant, you know, you gotta take care of it, you gotta maintain it, you gotta grow it. And so like, and but not only that, you're gonna need to hire a graphic designer, you're gonna need a website designer, you're gonna need like an IT, not an IT because you're not
Cyber security.
yeah, some kind of cybersecurity, make sure that they don't try to hack the website, and like let's start adding all that. All right, you got to hire personnel
let's see
for
how
this.
much money you're losing.
You got to hire recruiters to hire all these people. How much money you're like? How much is it costing? And you're like, oh, damn, that's costing me about $400,000 a year. Be like, all right, well, for $100,000, I'm not your employee, but I'll manage your this, and we'll have quarterly meetings on your website. We'll make changes every quarter depending on what you feel like your brand needs or whatever. And he's like, he only has 4 or 5 clients.
That's $400,000 to $500,000.
So he's $100,000 a year contract, right? So that means each month they're paying him about $8,000.
$8,333.
And he has 4 or 5 that's $40,000 a month, working 10 hours a week. And he's like, all he does is just checks the website, make sure everything's flowing good. Cool, everything's running, cool. Every month, he'll pull up a report, every quarter, whatever, sit down with the owners, whatever, and all right, everything's flowing good. The links are working. Yeah, the links are working. Cool. Would you like to see more of like a special that you're promoting on your website? Cool. I'll take me 2 hours to update your shit. Let that shit run. So I'm like, damn, that's a quick. I mean, because more, or you can easily learn how to do this shit, and you can pitch that to companies. And now, like he said, you have 4 clients. It takes 4 clients.
That's all it
charge
takes.
them $100,000 a year to maintain their website.
That's a brilliant idea. See, this is why it's wisely mistaken talks about not being a starving artist.
Because there's ways to make money, bro.
Yeah. And I mean, both of us look like we eat a lot. So,
what?
I said both of us look like we eat a lot. Ain't no starving over here, bro. That's not an option.
It is not an option.
That's not a fucking option, bro. Like, fuck that.
It's not. But it's just little things that it's like, damn, we already have the skills. It's just like
you gotta apply them in the right way.
You gotta apply them in the right way, or see how you can work smarter, not harder. Like that. Like,
you get paid more to do less.
You get paid more to do less. Now you
got time to find out how to get AI to write your hour-long stand-up special for you.
Yes, and not only that, but like it frees up your time, so now you make more money doing other shit, like
that you enjoy.
Something that doesn't require. You can get creative. You can sit in seminars.
You don't have to do OnlyFans.
You don't have to do OnlyFans
unless you really want to. Check me out.
I feel like that's something. Okay, this is a good topic. I feel like OnlyFans, especially in the artistic world, it's a scapegoat for artists.
It's a cop out
for females. Like a lot of females who are singers, who are comedians, and I'm not calling anybody not to knock anybody's hustle.
Yeah.
But it just seems like if you're a good-looking woman and you're in the arts of like
that's where you go with
stand up or singing or
music,
whatever, music or acting. Like maybe not acting because they're probably looking into
acting's
that.
different.
Yeah, but if you're in one of those two fields, like OnlyFans seems to be like everybody's doing OnlyFans. Like a lot of the comedians that I know or that I come across that are like somewhat good looking, they all have a link in the bio.
They all do OnlyFans.
They all do OnlyFans, and even guys nowadays too. Like it's becoming a little bit more acceptable for them to jump on the OnlyFans train. But it's just like that is.
I'm sorry. Pause.
What?
You said OnlyFans train. It sounded like somebody got a train ran on them as a. Never mind. Go ahead.
No, like a trend.
Oh, I thought you said train.
No, like the OnlyFans trend. Like everybody's jumping on that trend.
Jumping on the train is crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. But
go ahead.
But that's why these are like ideas that can help you generate money without like, jeopardizing your reputation or your morals or, there is ways, but people always going to opt out to the easiest
to do
thing.
OnlyFans. OnlyFans is the easy way out. I tell a lot of, I don't tell these girls that because I used to, and they used to get real fucking butthurt. But it's like when you are trying to do comedy or trying to do music or art or some shit, and you think, okay, I need to get my followers up. Let me start an OnlyFans page and start posting titty pics.
Or let me start posting more thirst traps so I can get more followers and attention.
Yeah, you're not getting more attention to your art. You're getting more attention to your boobs.
Yeah.
So now you have 60,000 subscribers or followers or whatever, but they're not 60,000 fans of your art. They're 60,000 fans of your titties
And that ass.
and that ass. All they want to see is that ass.
Yeah.
And maybe 1% of them will pay for your OnlyFans, but 0% of them will listen to your music.
Facts.
That shit happens so often. I've seen so many girls start showing titties and all that shit, and then drop a mixtape or drop a music video where they're dressed all fucking hip hoppy, and like you've seen this.
Yeah, I've seen it.
The views are terrible. It's like 37 views, and she's got 100,000 people.
Yeah,
it's like they're not even spending 10 seconds looking at this shit.
Or you even like, because I seen it with one girl that I followed, and she's bad. You know, I mean, obviously, like sometimes you're like, damn, why am I following? And then you see it like, damn, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's one of those. But then she started like singing and rapping, and every time she'll post anything related to music, like her views and likes would be drastically low. Like picture her ass in a bathing suit, whatever, like just walking, a short little 5-second video walking will have like 23,000 likes. You know, like
more of this, please.
Yeah, you know, 200,000 likes, like millions of views and shit.
Oh damn. Yeah.
You know, like she's popping. You know, she has millions of followers. She'll post a video of her like in the booth with like an oversized T-shirt, like rapping, like, and it looks dope. 1,000 likes. She started hiding her likes, and it's like, damn. So now what she started doing when she started posting like her little thirst trap videos, or like just little 5 seconds, just walking up and down, jiggling the ass.
And then the second slide is her.
No, it'll have her music. But even when they have the music,
but they're not listening to
people
it.
will comment like, "Bro, just keep this shit on mute." Like, you know, there's like,
cut this bullshit off.
That's just gotta be disheartening for the girl who's trying to like do something outside of, you know, her body, sexualizing her body. But it's like, that's the lane that you chose. That's the you know, like
and you can't get away from it.
You can't get away from it, you know. And like, I saw a video today that this girl was like, "Oh, sex workers deserve love and they deserve to find somebody." And it's like, okay, maybe they do, but nobody wants to wife that. And that's just the reality.
That's the facts
you knew
of the matter.
that.
And you knew what it was.
Jumped into sex working.
But at the time, you didn't give a fuck because you didn't need a man, and every dude was in your fucking DMs.
Facts.
But now you're 34. You're like, ooh, let me get a husband. And they're like, nah, we've literally seen you take so many dicks.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't even feel bad for girls like that. It's like, no, go ahead. Go enjoy your money, but you're just going to be alone. Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah, that's the sacrifice that's the deal with the devil that you made.
You can't have both.
You made that deal with Satan. Now you got to fucking, this is your end of the bargain. You got to deal with it.
And if you do have both, then, you know, you're an exception.
I can't think of many women that have both. Like, I think of like there's women that end up getting married and they end up like swingers.
Yeah, no. Like, because some of them do find like the Adam 22, you know, like, and them, like, you know, they're in love, right?
But that's different.
The porn star we met at the Laugh Factory the other day.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
You know, like,
and his girl.
They do porn, but you know, she found somebody who like cares for her and whatever. But like, that is a rarity. It's
a very rarity.
You know, so like, if you do have that, then you lucked out. But it's not.
That's basically
slim.
That's basically all they can hope for.
Yeah,
really. And for a lot, it's still different though, because Adam 22 gets to fuck all these bitches, and she's had one other dude.
Well, she had multiple now.
Oh, she has.
Yeah, she's already like opened that floodgate.
Oh hell, Adam's a tough dude, man. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, so now she's piping down other dudes, you know, but on camera. And like they're running trains on her and everything. Like,
oh shit!
Yeah, bro, she's out there. Like, Google that shit.
Damn.
Yeah. So it.
Hey Siri.
Make sure you get that. Suggest me that later.
20 minutes from now, I'm gonna need to watch this.
Oh shit. Nah, but like
she's opened the floodgates and now she's getting piped by
but
the dude.
Like even in Adam's situation, like, you know, we may think whatever we think about him, but at the end of the day, if he's in love with her, like, it clearly seems like they are in love with each other.
They have a kid.
That's their fucking agreement, you know. And she's getting to have a husband and fuck other dudes, and like, cool. But you got to understand that not everybody's open-minded.
That's an exception to the fucking rule.
That's an exception, you know. And it's a rarity that you find somebody who's like, hey, you know, I'm willing to procreate with you, even though
you've taken.
And in Adam's situation, this girl was not taking anybody else's dick until recently. So like for all these years, you know, it was just him. He had the baby, you know, whatever. Now he opened, you know, that door.
Opened the marriage up.
Yeah, but
a lot more times than Adam. Like Adam's actually like a real strong minded dude. You can see the fact that he can deal with it. He seems to be dealing with it just fine, like not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Like most times the dudes that sign up for this shit, Like you open the marriage and you think, oh, I'm about to get so much pussy, and then reality sets in. You're not really getting that much pussy, my guy, but she's getting all the dicks.
Yeah.
And like now you're starting to look at the scoreboard and it's a blowout. You know what I'm saying?
And it's the first quarter.
It's the first
2 minutes
quarter,
in.
2 minutes in.
You're gonna get
And you're down by triple digits, my boy.
All right, looking like the Cowboys in
Exactly.
wild card weekend. 41-7.
41-7 getting skunked, bro. Like pass the sticks. Like it's that bad, you know?
Yeah.
And you end up in a position like Will Smith.
Yeah, facts.
So that's why most dudes are like, nah, I'm not putting myself in that position.
Yeah, but also like Adam's a rarity too because it's like, yeah, he's able to. I mean, I feel like all his confidence and just like him not like that, not minding him at all, comes from the fact that he's always someone who got pussy.
Yeah.
You know, and he always, you know, even with his marriage, he was still fucking all
He
these.
seems like the guy that's
You know what
always
I'm saying?
understood how to get
So
some
it's
ass.
like, yeah, it's like.
So it doesn't matter
So
as
it's like,
much.
man,
to
I
him.
fucked, and I think he's mentioned in one of the podcasts. He's like, I fucked like 400 women. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's why I'm so okay with my girl wanting to fuck somebody else. Like, dude, you've been letting me fuck all these hoes.
I get it.
You know, like that's not gonna face me. Like, yeah, they can talk all this shit, but at the end of the day,
At
like,
the end of the day,
I still get pussy. You
way
know?
more than you.
Way more than you.
You're talking
know?
all this shit, and your girl's cheating on you right now.
Exactly.
And yeah, my girl's fucking another guy, but I okayed it.
But I okayed it, so it's
That's
different.
wild. But yeah, I see where he's coming
You know
from.
what I'm saying? It's like you can't like you can make fun of him, you can not respect him, but at the end of the day, motherfucker's still winning.
Yeah, motherfucker's still winning. That's and dude, I guess when you get more, because to him getting pussy is kind of as easy as getting dick is to a woman.
Yeah.
He's like, I can just like literally any bitch I want, I could just hit her up, be like, hey, saw you do OnlyFans. You want an opportunity to fuck me and or my wife?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, and he's getting paid.
It's like us, bro. Like, you know, I like, as you know, how can I say this? Because I don't want to like downplay or negatively talk about myself or you, right? But like,
just speak freely. We can always edit it out.
yeah, no, I won't speak for myself. Like, I attract beautiful women,
Yeah.
right? But oftentimes than not, there's like the mediocre bitches,
Yeah.
that I attract the most.
Those
So
are the
when
easiest ones to
a
get.
beautiful woman is attracted to me and it's like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
Like it fucks with me, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, damn, this bitch is.
There's no way this
There's
bitch.
no way this. You know, she's head
She
over
wants
heel
me?
over me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like it's like I need to get to a point where every beautiful woman's like that, where one beautiful woman thinking of that of me is not gonna
It's
throw
the
me
norm.
off.
It's
the
like,
norm.
yeah. Of
You know what I'm
course
saying?
she wants to fuck me.
Of course, you know,
Yeah.
she's head over heels over me. So in this other line of beautiful, good looking women,
Okay.
right? And that's why, like, as for myself, I try to eliminate that as much as possible
Mhm.
with, you know, when I'm dating, you know, like obviously when, like you see me, I had a lot of ups and downs, and when you know when I'm low, the quality of women that I'm fucking
It goes down.
and
Yeah.
they're whack, and then you know, so I try to eliminate that, and even like, even just at the start of this year, like I'm no longer gonna fuck so and so and so because I'm not doing them a service and I'm not doing myself a
Damn
service.
sure not doing me a service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know,
Actually, no, you are doing them a service because you're stooping down to their level.
yeah, you're right. I'm doing them a service, but
Yeah.
they're benefiting more than I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's been what it's almost been the whole month since
Yeah, since January. Yeah, since the year started.
the year started, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I low key I'm okay with that because it's like I'd rather have no pussy than have mediocre pussy and backtrack. Like from now on, I'm gonna work on myself, get better,
Yeah.
and make sure that like the women that come to my life are all top tier.
And then you're rolling the dice too. So like, if this is the thing too, you gotta ask yourself: am I okay with this yuck mouth bitch being my baby mama?
Yeah,
You got like that's a serious question. That's actually been the reason why I got rid of a few women in the past. It's like,
right.
nah, I can't. I ain't no way in the fuck I can see her in my life for the next 18 years.
Yeah,
Like it's like, can she come sit down at the family table and everybody's not looking at me like, nigga, what the fuck was you thinking?
yeah.
Like that's
a big one.
a big one, bro. Like
Yeah.
even just as a baby mom, like just you
Yeah.
got to come drop my son off.
Yeah,
Like or my daughter off, and the whole family got to see. They got to know you. They got to see you, and
Yeah.
you're embarrassing.
yeah. Nah.
What was I doing
Yeah, no. There's a lot of respect that comes with it when
when your baby mama bad?
baby mama is bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
People put some respect on your name.
Yeah, Because like even if your baby mama's crazy but she's bad, they'll be like, I understand.
I get it.
I get it.
I
You
get
know,
it.
like
I would have slipped up too, big
you know,
dog.
like
I get it.
she's like I would hate to be in shoes, but I get it.
I understand
like,
why you there. But if your baby mama look like a booger and she show up, you like, yo, this nigga. Like, how many times have you met a dude and you've been like, yo, this dude's cool. I fuck with buddy. And then you meet his girl and you're like, nah. Oh, he don't think shit of himself.
Yeah.
You think that's happened to me a lot. Like, a lot
Yeah.
of dudes is like, we can't even really be friends, bro, because
Yeah, your girl's not attractive enough, bro. Like, I'm sorry. But are you expecting out here to be double dating and shit? Like,
I gotta look across the
step up
table
your
and see
game,
that,
bro.
Nah,
Like,
come on, man.
step up your
He
game,
ain't even
bro.
got a cute face. It's like,
Yeah.
and I completely understand. Like different dudes like different body types. Like
Yeah.
you like fat bitches. I'm gonna just put it all the way out
And
there.
there's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong with that. And I like my chicks that look like they throw up a little bit, but but it's cool. Okay. But they gotta be pretty. Like let
Yeah.
their face be all right.
And that's the same thing with like fat women, bro. Like
Yeah.
I don't discriminate fat women. You know, I love me a thick girl. You know, but she just gotta be pretty. You know, like
She
gotta be
gotta have
beautiful,
a good face.
and she's gotta have like confidence. You know,
Yeah, exactly. Especially big girls. Like big girls need confidence.
they need confidence.
Because you gotta pull
bro.
that shit off.
You do. You gotta be likable, and that's
Yeah.
another thing that
That's a big trait.
That's another gem too in regards to like business and marketing and just being successful with branding is being likable, being
Yeah.
charismatic.
Like when somebody meets you for the first time, like I like this guy.
Yeah,
I want to buy from you because I like
want to
you.
buy from you. You remind me of so and so. You're very familiar. You know,
Yeah.
you remind me of my
You
cousin.
got good energy.
You have good energy.
Yeah.
You know, and that's gonna attract business your way is
Yeah.
just being likable and being charismatic.
Mhm.
And one of the traits of being charismatic is being
Having a bad bitch. So
Yeah.
right back to square one.
back
You
to
need a
square
baddie.
one.
big
You need a
dog.
bad. There's no way around that, my boy. You know, like there's no way around it. No, it's like it's confidence
Mhm.
because usually the most charismatic person is not the best looking person.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a very rare exception.
Yeah, I would say too. I'm an outlier. You know. But, we're outliers
Yeah,
here,
that's
bro.
what. Hey, that's why we
should
get
call
along
it
so
the
well.
Outliers
The
podcast. Fucking, obviously here being an outlier is a little different.
It is.
But it's usually not like the biggest, the swole is that is the most charismatic.
Mhm.
It's someone who's kind of average looking, but has the skill of attracting people to them
Yeah.
because they're so confident.
Their
And
personality. Yeah.
there is something about and they were talking about this too, like
The it factor.
the social media, right? It's like, how do you sell through social media? And it's like once you learn to put your guard down and stop being self-conscious about yourself, and you can just be you,
Authenticity.
you, because
Yep.
people can relate to you, and that's when you become charismatic to them. And now people feel like, damn, like
like
I
this
want to
guy.
buy off this person. I want to go support him because
He's not trying to be perfect.
he's not trying to be perfect.
That's
know?
why Trump is so fucking successful.
And that's why Trump's successful. That's what he was
Yeah.
saying. That's why when Trump
One
run
yeah.
for for the presidential candidacy, he was like, nothing changes if nothing changes. So look,
was
I
like,
may
fuck
be
it.
the worst, but it's different,
Different than what you got.
Like
How much worse can it get?
how much worse can I get? Try something different.
Try something different. Okay.
And it's true, bro. Like it is so true, and we both have that. We
Yeah.
both have that charisma and
Both
that
6 feet
likeliness.
tall,
6 feet tall, bunch of hair,
bunch of hair, got such long dicks.
big
Balls.
dicks, huge.
Huge dicks. Huge.
The biggest ones you've ever
dicks.
seen.
Biggest dicks. I'm actually letting OnlyFans down by not just signing up to the platform
Yeah,
because I got all this dick. But that's for me.
You're just being stingy with it.
That's what it is. That's what it is. And I don't think all these bitches deserve it for real. Like I can't just have that on the gram.
They gotta earn that.
And you know what? Actually, since I started posting more workout videos, I was like, you know what? The bitches is gonna be in my DMs, like trying bothering me,
Yeah.
irritating me. And to be real with you, it's been a lot of gay niggas, a lot of gays. So
There's something to unpack there. There's maybe some
I don't know.
subliminal messages going on. Maybe
I don't think that's what it is. I just think, you know what I really think it is? I think that shooters are gonna shoot, and men are men at the end of the day.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Because think about how many times you've taken a swing at some shit that you was like, this bitch is not about to want me. But
You sure it's not the thumb rings?
what's fucking thumb rings?
You're trying to blame it
Like,
on men being men.
What thumb
Shit, like
ring?
what? Not the thumb rings, my boy.
No, because like, how many times have you seen a girl that you like, oh, she's bad, she's real bad?
Yeah.
And, you know, she looks like her man has a Benz, you know, but
Yeah.
fuck it, let's see what happens, and you take that swing anyway. And every now and then you'll get like a decent response, but for the most part you get left on red.
Yeah.
Okay, so dudes, I feel like gay dudes do the same thing. They're like, nah, he's straight, but there's
Swing.
You never know.
Swing.
He might be curious, and let's go ahead and swing. And there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, and you know what? It's funny. Like, Mac, obviously, his brother is gay.
Mac Lawson?
Yeah.
Like Mac Lawson, yeah.
Like straight. Like, have you seen his profile? Like, you seen?
No, I don't know who he is.
Super gay, bro.
He's
like
flamboyant
like
with
the
it?
gayest of the
Oh
gayest.
shit! Like,
But like he's popping.
like
He
the
has
queen gay.
Yeah, he's like 150,000 followers on Instagram. Like he's popping. But even him, he made it like he's a conservative type gay person, right?
They do exist.
Yeah. So
Like there was a black guy on PBD. Go ahead though.
so he makes content, and there was like this black lady with like a baby child, and had like a gay boy thing, and she's like, "Oh, my son's gay."
I saw that.
blah, blah,
Please
blah.
be gay. Please be gay.
Please be gay. Please
Yeah,
be gay.
yeah.
And he was like, "Look, I'm the gayest person ever, but even me, I would like, why would you encourage that to your kids? You know,
Yeah.
like I'm gay because not by choice. It's just that's who I am. That's who
Yeah.
I was born.
He just
but
woke up one day like,
but he's like,
dick.
you think this is like a easy life because I'm gay? Like, you know, like my lifestyle, like just dating population shrinks drastically of the people you can date. You know, not only
that makes
that,
sense.
it's a fucking culture where it's like over sexualized and it's overstimulated, where it's very addictive. Everything that's just like, because they're still like, well, he's speaking for himself, like, man, you know, like,
Yeah,
it's like it's kind of low key a scary place. Like, why would you encourage?
and it's
your-
a higher
your
rated
child, yeah.
disease.
Yeah, and so like just let children be children, and if they grow
Don't
up
push
and
them that
come
way,
out,
yeah.
then that's that's on them. You know,
Mhm.
let them be. But like encouraging young like people and wanting them to be gay, like are you even aware what you're wishing you want your child
The
to be?
discrimination that your
Like,
child's gonna have to deal
discrimination
with.
they're gonna have to face.
The tough life they're gonna have to deal with. Yeah,
Yeah, like
and if you're a Christian and like that, and you're pushing your child to be gay, like the Bible says God doesn't really like that at all.
yeah,
So
not
like
one bit.
now you're saying like, so now you're putting them in this place where like you're jeopardizing their faith and all this just because you want them to be gay. So what's the benefit of your child being gay?
That you fit in with the rest of the democratic population, and you want to be part of something.
Yeah, I guess that would be it. I don't know where we're at time wise on these things.
How much is that?
It's 112.
Yeah,
Hour
we should
12.
probably wrap it up soon. We should probably just wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. Well,
This episode was a lot different, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I feel like it was still very informative, and you know, it was entertaining, because at the end of the day, that's what we are. We're
we are
entertainers.
fucking entertainers. Like,
You know, so don't take everything too hard that we said.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, we're just fucking around. But hopefully you guys paid attention. There were some gems that were dropped there, and you know, you guys picked up what we dropped.
hopefully you picked up what was dropped. Hopefully there's the music. Is hopefully you picked up what was dropped. Hopefully you liked what you saw. If not, go fuck yourself. And yeah, I'm gonna get AI to write my fucking special. So
Yep. And I'm gonna build a better survival tactics.
until
Peace.
next time, cheer for us. Bye.
With your broke ass, I be raining money, check the forecast. My bitch right